Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius September 4th, 2024. Today's new moon has the power to push you on a new path of self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. This can come in handy for when the sun begins its transit of your sign on September 22nd. The need to gain a better understanding of past events becomes evident now. Circumstances prompt much-needed downtime and introspection. In the coming days, you can be particularly motivated to improve or pay special attention to your private life, mental health, and spiritual life. Getting comfortable with your inner needs and desires should come first for best results, and understanding recent events is part of this. Eliminating unnecessary material things can be helpful, and so can weeding out problematic thinking or attitudes that are not doing you any favors. Think of this new moon as a gentle push to put the past behind you with plans, actions, or even symbolic actions. You're tying up loose ends or dealing with secrets, private matters, and karma. With a Mars-Neptune square in play today, misreading situations tends to be about feeding wishful thinking or fearful thinking. If you've fallen behind on taking care of some of your most essential needs, now's the time you can be wearing down. There may be the need to back something up with facts and details, but you feel a little disorganized, or opportunities seem impossible for the same reason. Aim to keep your personal life in its place for now with this transit distorting the lens. It won't be long before the wind returns to your sails. A very important shift in the space-time reality is upon you. This is because the Great Awakener planet, Uranus, has slowed to a halt and is now looking over his shoulder. As he does so, he'll desire to revisit the previous territory in your solar house of intimacy and sexuality. If you've been feeling extra experimental, kinky, or spontaneous in regards to your sensuality, this may actually slow down now and in the months to come. You may prefer old ways of expressing your intimacy, as they could provide you with a sense of familiarity and comfort. What can you do to handle work better? Everyone gets overwhelmed, even you. You may have struggled to leave work after your day is done. Taking home your stressors is not healthy. It is time to start a new mentally and emotionally healthy cycle under the new moon in Virgo. Today, you should set the intention to employ healthy outlets and coping mechanisms over the next 6 months. Doing so can help alleviate the potential mental and emotional strain of your workday. Hopefully, you will be in a better headspace by the end of the cycle. A breakthrough and a breakdown have more similarities than differences. There is much to learn from failure, and much to consider once success has been achieved. You cannot do enough to instill within yourself a core of regularity. Perhaps this is already recognizable in your life, but could it be a healthier core? If morning coffee is a ritual, would you consider changing to tea? Green tea? If the pattern is to be 5 minutes late, can you change it to 5 minutes early? This isn't a time for action but one for understanding the situation you are in. You will have to be lucid regarding your family and friends and especially yourself. You sometimes have problems directing yourself and acting on your desires. You tend to bend to certain constraints that overwhelm you a bit. So be firm with yourself and don't take action unless you are convinced it is right for you. There is change in the air today, with some major shifts that are going to affect the dynamics of the year itself. The first of 3 significant events today is Uranus retrograde turn in your financial sector, which will put money matters in review mode 3 weeks before the first planetary activity on the income front for the year begins. A few hours later, Pluto will retrograde out of a playful and creative part of your chart, but not before spending his final days at a friendly aspect to Venus, just as she settles into her early days in Libra. Additionally, there is anticipation building up for a new moon that will accelerate the wind down of this old solar. On the same day that the stars are not only making this a good day for friendship and relationship building but with the planets of communication and healing in the center of things, Pluto retrogrades back into your romantic sector. Pluto is only back for 11 weeks, but this last visit here in our lifetime will have the planet of change and transformation working to make this opportunity for a do-over count. Our eyes in the sky. You're drawn to ideas and topics that challenge and excite you, sparking a hunger for knowledge that's hard to satisfy. Maybe it's a new book that you can't put down, a creative project that has you completely engrossed, or a deep conversation that leaves you pondering long after it ends. Whatever it is, this is your time to dive headfirst into whatever fascinates you. Have you ever found yourself completely captivated by something, eager to explore every single detail until your curiosity is fully satisfied? That's where you are today, and it's a powerful place to be. Your enthusiasm for learning and expanding your horizons is at an all-time high. So why not embrace this moment? Take advantage of this surge in intellectual energy. Start that project you've been thinking about, seek out new information, or dive into something that piques your interest. This is a time of growth, both mentally and emotionally. Change is on the horizon, and it's no longer something you can avoid or push to the side. The universe is urging you forward, and you're more than ready for it. You're brimming with confidence and enthusiasm, and that energy will help you turn your plans into action. Think of this as the start of an exciting new chapter in your life, one where you're fully stepping into your potential. You might also find yourself at a crossroads, standing on the brink of a bold new direction. It's an exciting time, full of promise and potential, but it's okay if you feel a little nervous as you take this next step. After all, change, even when it's for the best, can be intimidating. Have you ever had to let go of an old way of doing things, knowing deep down that something better was waiting for you on the other side? Today is all about embracing that change with open arms. It's about making new connections, opening doors to new opportunities, and forging ahead with confidence. While it's important to honor the relationships and connections that have brought you this far, your energy is best spent focusing on the future and all the incredible opportunities that lie ahead. This is your time to shine, so go ahead and embrace the unknown. You've got this. In your career, the decisions you make today could have long-lasting consequences, setting you on a brand new and exciting path. This could be a turning point, and it's one that has the potential to propel you toward your goals in ways you hadn't even imagined. You've got the support of your coworkers and colleagues, and by taking their insights into account, you'll be able to keep the momentum going. Have you ever felt that deep satisfaction of knowing your colleagues have your back, cheering you on as you move forward? That's the kind of support you can expect today. Everyone around you is eager to see where this new direction takes you, and they're ready to collaborate and contribute to your success. Remember, your work is not just about you, it's about the collective success of your team. Today, that synergy will shine brightly, leading to breakthroughs and opportunities that you might not have anticipated. When it comes to finances, today's energy is all about balance. Have you ever found yourself carefully weighing the pros and cons of a purchase, only to realize later that your instincts were spot on? That's the kind of financial wisdom you're tapping into right now. You're naturally shrewd and cautious, making decisions that will serve you well in the long run. If you're in the mood to treat yourself to something special, go ahead. You've earned it. Just remember to do it in your usual thoughtful and balanced way. This is also a great time to evaluate your financial goals and make sure your spending aligns with your long-term vision. Have you ever had that feeling of satisfaction when everything seems to be in order, when your finances are in balance and you're moving steadily toward your goals? That's the kind of energy you can harness today. Trust your instincts, stay true to your vision, and enjoy the rewards of your hard work.